Oi, oi.
Aye.
How's it going, everyone?
Right, unfortunately, he sends his love, but hey, it's Tuesday, we're live. It's Crowcast, episode 94. How are we, Crow family? Hope you're all well. Hope you're recovering from the last couple of days with us. That's what it's like hanging out with the crows, you know.
Yeah, fucking is.
Hangovers and stuff.
Yeah.
Let us know you're here tonight, but send us messages and any questions you want. Those damn crows, how are we, boys?
Good. Really good. Really good. Excited to be back. Excited to tell you.
And he's gone.
And now we know we're back on Crowcast, do we?
Oh, he's back.
He's back. He's back.
Try it again.
Yeah,
Dave.
no, excited to be here and show everyone what we've been up to over the past couple of weeks, I suppose, really, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's so good to be back, chatting with you all. It was great actually to have that moment before the Tenby show. It was so good, man, to chat with people, you know, like designated area, like in it, to have a chat with all the Crow family. It was really great, man. It's a long time coming. So yeah, it was wicked.
Yeah, that was a nice little pre-show sort of event, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. It was
I
so
haven't done
cool.
anything like that before, have we really? It's been bump into people out and about or whatever, but we haven't really done any formal sort of. Well, I say formal. It wasn't formal, was it? It was very
Excuse
informal,
any.
like hang out and have a beer and blues but you know, it was cool.
Yeah, man.
Also, I was going to say, excuse any glitches tonight because we're just dusting away the cobwebs of Crowcast, like, do you know what I mean? So I think we managed to get a best bits in. Hey, there was Mo there in the old messages. Hey, Mo.
Hey, Molo.
Hello.
Mo.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, we're dusting away the cobwebs, really. So, you know, just bear with us getting back into it. It's a great way to keep everybody in the loop. For those who didn't make it to the last 3 shows as well, we're going to be doing like a highlight reel, talking about our best bits of it, and giving stuff away as well. How are you doing, Shine? You all right, bud?
I'm good, boys. I finally cooled down. You know, the temperature. That was not fun for me.
Ed, no, I tell you what, the bus was nice and cool, wasn't it?
Oh, the bus was, yeah.
I've been suffering since we got home.
With what lack of aircon.
Fucking boiling.
I don't know.
But
Well,
actually, me and Ron were yapping before football on Sunday. And we just on about the aircon. And Ron went, "Well, you had aircon in your bunk today." I was like, "Aye, there's a switch on the wall, man."
Well,
You didn't have it on.
There's a story there. I mean, we'll get straight. We'll bring this photo straight up. So yes, this was our home. We will come back to. We'll get straight into Chepstow in a bit. But yeah, this was our home before we. And that was our beautiful crew. Over the last, I say, weekend. We've seen them for a few days, like, you know. And yeah, I forgot about there's a switch. So in your bunk, there's obviously plug sockets and stuff like that. And there's also a little switch which you can put aircon on. And I came down on the first morning after sleeping, kind of going, oh, a bit hot in the bunks last night. Is everyone's aircon working? I don't think mine's working. And nobody said about the switch or anything. So I just assumed it was muggy. Just absolutely forgot about that little switch until we played football on Sunday. And China went, "You did press a switch, didn't you?" I was like, "Oh, no." So yeah. Even the last night, I was literally down to nothing in the bunk. Like, you know, it was grim. It was grim. Like
it was nice, that little aircon thing, because you could aim it at your head, so you're laying there, and it's just like.
Missed out on all this action. I gotta admit, I missed out. Well, if anything, on the second night, I remember going downstairs in the bus just to kind of feel like, you know, when you're standing in the fridge, because he had the aircon on downstairs. But one of the nights the power wasn't on. So whatever night that was, it was fucking sweltering, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We'll complain whatever happens, and we're on a fucking bus, and we're still complaining.
Bloody British,
yeah. But no, I really enjoyed this hot weather the last couple of weeks. Really, I know it's maybe environmentally it's not a good thing, but I really enjoyed it. It's been nice.
Yeah, I'm the same, but I love the hot weather. I got to be honest, I love it.
I don't normally see it. I think this is the first summer that I've been like, oh, I'm loving this. This is really good. Yeah, it's lovely.
I think it started for myself and Shane. We went up to Steelhouse before we went on the run with you boys. Do you know what I mean? So I've been loving the weather. I was gutted. We had a little bit of rain up there, but nothing much. Nothing like what they had years ago. Like, you know, if anything, it was kind of refreshing, like, you know, but yeah, it's been beautiful. I agree with you, Shane. I'll be sad, you know, we'll all be there now in the winter months moaning about that, like, you know, so I'm freezing, innit?
Yeah, very true. I got more winter clothes than I have summer clothes, so I'm more equipped for the. I've just got like the kind of like gym stuff I've got. I kind of wear through the summer if I have to, but you know, I just tend to wear jeans and t-shirt most of the year round.
Well, we only had a drop out rain earlier, and all the fucking roads are flooding around Kitey and stuff in Bridgend.
And Tondy, yeah, Mabkenfig.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
And that's only like a few minutes of rain.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot, has it? It's been a little bit. It's like in Britain, it doesn't matter what the weather is, it's like we can't cope with it, can we? We just rains, we flood, it's too hot, we go into a drought, it snows, we all fucking shut down. It's like
it's true.
It's like there's countries around the world that just have this constantly, like fucking super hot weather, super mad snow, and they just fucking deal with it, get on with it.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Should we kick it off with some shout outs?
Yes, let's do it. There's quite a few, so bear with. It just proves how many people came out with us, I guess, and came to watch our shows. But we'll start off with Paul Bricknell. Please wish a very happy 50th birthday to the very first member of the Crow family that I met, and who I now call my sister from another life. Jane Ginge Smith for the 23rd. It's been an incredible, tough year, but you always find her at the barrier, red hair, bopping and finger pointing skywards. Onwards and upwards, lady. Love from Paul, Helen, Heather, Lynn, and literally hundreds of members of the Crow family whose lives she has touched. Thank you. So good to have you guys back after your own tough times. Crow family's got you back too. Happy birthday, Ginge.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It was nice to see you on the weekend. It was nice to see you.
Class. Peter Griffiths. Hi, Shane. What a fantastic couple of gigs at Chepstow and Tenby. You guys smashed it. Would it be possible for you to give Lindsay and I a shout out for our 7th wedding anniversary, which was yesterday, the 15th of August? We both had a great few days with our good friends Neil and Tanya, and of course the Crows, loving the new beer and looking forward to the new album. Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary!
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Nick Davis, hey Shane, is any chance you could give a shout out tonight for a happy 15th birthday for the 21st of August to Megan Horsell? She's a massive fan of you guys. Happy birthday, Megan!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Catherine Marsh, big shout out please to my amazing husband and number one gig buddy, Alex Marsh. We haven't managed to get a summer holiday this year for one reason or another, but he drove us down to Chepstow, then back up for Firestorm this weekend. Love him loads and can't wait for our next gig road trip adventure. From Catherine. That's awesome. Yeah, well done, Alex. Good driving. Alid from Big Day Promotions, production, sorry. Big shout out to the Crow family members, Grace and Arania. Is that right? Ariana, sorry.
Ariana.
Working so hard in the heat, spending all day pumping up the giant balls at Chepstow Castle. Girls, that's outstanding work. They were some big balls.
Yeah,
doing a great job there.
Yeah, they were.
Another happy birthday shout out. Another happy birthday shout out to Jane Smith from Clay Kid. Happy birthday,
Happy
Jane.
Birthday. Two shout outs.
You can only have one. Strike it from the record.
Fair enough, Dave. I'll never make a mistake again. Elaine Bowen, please could you give a shout out to Claire Kidd? She had tickets for Chepstow and Tenby, but due to work commitments, she couldn't make them and was absolutely gutted. She loves Crowcast and will definitely be listening tonight. Diolch. It's a shame, Claire. But we'll catch you at the next show.
Absolutely.
So, from the birthday girl, Jane Smith, to all my lovely gig friends at Chepstow and especially Firestorm over the weekend, I had a few moments and they looked after me. Special thanks to Paul, Jason, Ian, Kaz, and Jill, and to Lloyd for his bandana. It smelled really nice. Looking forward to seeing you all at Stone Dead for my big 50th birthday beers. Happy birthday, Jane! 3rd time in a row.
I'm off.
Not having this, Dave. Karen Smith, can you give a big shout out to my lovely husband, Paul Smith, please? It's our first wedding anniversary this Saturday. He even took our 7-year-old to Steelhouse by himself, which is a 5-hour trip each way, so I could stay home and be there when our granddaughter was born. Incredible. Tell him I love him loads. Looking forward to Stone Dead next weekend with the 3 of us there. Incredible. First wedding anniversary. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
And on the birth of your granddaughter. Incredible.
Yeah.
Happy times.
Yeah, man.
Janie Walker, could you please give a big shout out to Mandy, who was determined to go to Firestorm, even though she broke her arm on Thursday night. We couldn't be on the barrier as we normally are, but she still loved it. Get well soon, Mandy.
Yeah.
Get well.
Sending you our best.
Good God.
Oof. It's dedication, I like her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Brian Simmons, can you give a shout out to my daughter, Grace Simmons? We attended the meet and greet in Tenby and came to the gig. She waited second in the queue to make sure she got to the front. We watched the first 2 bands, but unfortunately the heat got the better of her and we had to leave, missing the Crows. She's a little bit gutted, but rock on, lads. I think Ron's got a photo here. There she is.
As long as she's all right, isn't it?
She's good as gold.
Yeah.
And then she dropped me a text and said she's going to see us in Stone Dead, I think.
Awesome. Awesome.
Ian McLaughlin. Big shout out, please, to Heather McLaughlin, who, that's hard to say for me, who after 2 years, really hard work, has passed the level 1 Welsh exam. Yes, congratulations, Heather.
Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you very much.
Diane.
Diane.
Diane. Or Diane diolch, isn't it?
Whatever.
All right, Dave. You need to do our exam with Heather. Heather.
I know German, by the way, but I'm not going to go there.
Let's not go.
Moving on.
I think we got the last one here now. Nick Davis. Hi, guys. My son Austin's 15th birthday tomorrow. So a happy birthday shout out would be massively appreciated. Thank you. Happy birthday, Austin.
Happy birthday.
Have a great day, bro. And that's all the shout outs for now.
Awesome.
Can I just, one quick last one, can I just wish Jane Smith a happy birthday? I'm not sure if we missed it. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Should we talk about Tenby?
Let's start there. Yeah.
Where it all kicked off. Let's go into the gigs. We'll be giving away stuff throughout the show as well, and there'll be some shenanigans. And yes, Dave's Did You Know is back. I hope he's been quite quiet about it, so we'll see what it's about anyway. So it all kicked off in Chepstow, as Dave and Shiner said. We had a beautiful bus, fantastic crew. They did an amazing job. I think you'd agree there, boys. All top draw. Good looking bunch of buggers.
I'm not in that photo, mine, because I was off on my little wander, wasn't I?
I was thinking that at the time, Dave.
I did notice that, but in all fairness, Shane did shout to you because we were over the other side with the trailer, weren't you, Shane? You were trying to round them up. So obviously from the trailer to there, you got distracted and missed the big photo, like, do you know what I mean?
You probably saw a dog,
so
Dave, and then that was it.
Yeah. There's so many people in that photo, and you wouldn't notice.
What we're going to have to do is get Nathan to Photoshop you in now, aren't we?
Yeah, all right, just good. Yeah.
Well, I'll do it. There we go. I'll Photoshop you in by next week, all right?
There's a space next to Nash, look.
Yeah.
we put him in like the top window or something like that, like. So yeah, first up was beautiful Chepstow Castle.
Yeah, place.
On an absolutely boiling day. Absolutely. Oof. Yeah. Good God.
It really was. Like the sound check we had, like I remember just picking up the guitar for like 10 minutes, the acoustic guitar. Oh, there are DJing. Picking up the acoustic guitar and just feeling the heat on the guitar, like burning the forearm. Like it was only up for like 10 minutes. It was ridiculous.
That last photo looked like Ronnie and Lloyd and Shiner were going to share a kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what happened,
Moving in
Shane?
there, isn't it?
Yeah, we were sharing a moment there. Cheers to tell everyone.
Is it just me or is it hot on this stage?
It was, though. It was boiling,
Yeah.
and in all fairness to like, I think it was John, Nick, and all the other boys as well. The stage crew and that they were there all day, and it was it was just sweltering, wasn't it? It was just absolutely boiling. But somebody nipped off for a few beers. We noticed.
Too fucking right.
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
right. Hey, it was
Spit it out, Junior.
I know a nice air conditioned pub, they were telling me. So
there's Lloyd as well, boy.
So, very nice, very nice.
I tell you what,
we went off.
Lloyd had a lot of comments about his hair, boys, didn't he?
Yeah,
You know, good he looked at Chepstow with his new shirt and his new hairdo. He was after that.
He was getting a little secret here. He was getting me to do his hair for him before we went on stage. Wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah, I was his private hair technician before we went on stage.
Right.
I look like shit, mind, but Lloyd was looking fucking lovely.
Yeah, fair play. He looked $1 million.
Yeah, he always does, man.
Yeah. So, you know, through the day, you nipped off for a few beers, managed to get the old pre-gig selfie sorted and stuff like that. Then the warm-up started. Look at that.
Now,
let me tell you about this picture now, right? Dave says, Shane, come on and teach me some of this yoga. I swear to God, it was the most stressful session I've ever had in my entire life. Yoga is supposed to be like peaceful and calm. I swear to God, everybody in that castle must have heard Dave screaming.
It was.
He was shouting and screaming.
It was fucking agony.
Well, look at this
by the way, that last photo, I wasn't trying to perform fellatio on myself. I'll just put that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what that was. Yeah, that's me being dead.
Your left leg needs to be straight, and you've got it all.
I haven't got the hip mobility yet, but I'm working on it.
Right. Okay.
It's all in the hips.
Indeed.
Yeah, but honestly, it was amazing, and you can see how that would really, really be good for you done regularly. But it's painful as hell the first time you do it.
Yeah.
But you know it's doing good things, and that's that kind of pain. But I'm a bit of a drama queen anyway, so kind of made a lot of noise. And
well, it didn't help when Lloyd started jumping on your back end, did he? On your legs.
You don't. When you go to a yoga class, that's not normally what happens, is it? The instructor starts jumping on you, like.
Oh, there he is before showtime.
Me and Shane doing yoga. He's there with a cigarette and a beer.
Yeah,
handsome man, absolutely handsome. There we go, and then the lovely Crow family. Look at this. What a scene, boys! Incredible when we stepped out to this. Absolutely amazing.
Look at it. Yeah, great crowd.
It's a great venue as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously we did Cardiff Castle last year, and then this was really cool. Like it was almost like a coliseum. Like, do you know what I mean? So
I got a real thing for doing like.
He's gone again.
He's gone.
And like Red Rocks and stuff like that, and just something a bit unusual for a show,
Yeah. Look at that. There's the big balls. Or the chaos. What did you say during the show? You were like, they didn't really get the fucking rules, did they? Because they were kicking them back, like.
Yeah, they were like, they're supposed to go to the back, like they just kept coming up forward,
smashing all the gear down.
I tell you, that one there, right? The ball came to me, and I kicked it, and I didn't realize how heavy they are. They're really heavy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Top corner, that one, but top corner.
top corner. There's the boys, man.
Devo, your microphone's gone a bit funny.
Oh shit!
There we are. Unplugged bar. We'll just flick through some of these now, but yeah, beautiful scenes. This was glorious. This was absolutely awesome. In all fairness, real special moment. If you were there, you know it. Some lovely pictures here as well. There's a collective from Nathan Morag. I'm trying to get the other guy's name. I'm sure it'll come through now on the old earpiece. Well, where's Shane by there? This is the photo. Yeah. Look at that. There he is, boy.
I've been hiding in the dark.
Yeah, so there he was. Had to zoom in on that bugger. Jesus Christ, what was it like getting up here, Bert?
Oh, absolute murder. John Hill, obviously the security said, where you go in? I was like, on top of the castle. They went, to the top. I was like, yeah. Oh, you need security. So John Hill was with me. Everyone knows John Hill from Steelhouse and stuff. And he's like, go on in. I said, you got to go first. You got the torch. So it was pitch black. So he ran up and he got halfway. He stopped a little bit. Then he carried on. But God, those stairs are so sort of small and they just spiral upwards. And there's not much room, and there's not much light there at all. But time I got back down, I was absolutely knackered. I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't look. It looks quite dangerous, but it's not. The wall is like this thick, so there's plenty of room. So anyway, it's a good laugh. Brilliant view, stunning,
magnificent, mate, magnificent, and then a lovely end of gig shot then, which I think everybody's seen on the socials. But yeah, just a cracking day. Another castle. Everyone's loving the castles, boys.
Yes.
I got admit, it's a great event, isn't it? Day out in the castle, so
yeah, fucking right.
You all seem to enjoy it, which was absolutely amazing. A lot of people loving the merch as well. Do you want to say about the merch, Shino?
Yeah, man, what we got? Get it up for us. Obviously we sold out of quite a few items, the new merch. This one is still available. It's got the 4 dates on there: Chepstow, Tenby, Firestorm, and Stone Dead. That's still available right now at the web store. We actually sold out of this one, but we are going to get this back in stock because everyone loved it and said how great it was, and yeah, it was gone before you know it. So that's coming back very soon. But we still got the flags. Yep, we got these as well. These are the black pullovers, hoodies, and
embroidered,
black and white. That's in our web store, and obviously the flags as well. So yes, go and get it.
The Chepstow Castle t-shirts all sold out. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So we like doing that. They're like special one-offs. So if you were there, you were there. But like you said, these were very, very popular, and a lot of people saying by Firestorm, where can we order them? Can we get any more? So what did you say? We're going to do like another print of them as well, especially for online. And not everybody. There we go, sold on the bottom. So if you head over to our website and Big Cartel, it'll get them ordered. There might be some done for Stone Dead as well. Plus other goodies and stuff like that. I thought I'd mention the merch because we had a lot of messages after these gigs as well, just basically saying I couldn't get my size, I couldn't get this t-shirt, etc. And there's definitely going to be something sorted over the next week to make sure you get what you want. So it's perfect.
Yeah,
I love that t-shirt as well. The rock and roll.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, me too. But it's one of my favorites.
It is, man. It's a real favorite. So that was a glorious day in the castle. Should we see a little bit of a highlight reel of it?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not, innit? It's Chepstow Castle.
Nice.
Almost a wicked little summary.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the next one, which it was totally different to Chepstow, I gotta be honest. Should we give something away?
Yes. Okay, let's give away a set list of Chepstows. And the question is, we played a new cover on the three shows we did. what was the name of the band that originally played it? So the song was Video Killed the Radio Star. But what was the name of the band? The first one to answer will get a set list. Go!
Straight in there. Straight in there.
Straight in there.
Dude,
Dude, that's not bad.
that was quick.
That's not bad. It is, isn't it?
They know their shit. Fair play.
Aye. Well, like to make it hard, don't we?
Yeah.
Have we got a winner from that? Or was it
Yeah, I
still-
think we have. Yeah.
That was rampant, in all fairness.
Yeah, it was.
So it looks like it was Jonathan Wintle
Oh. Wintle.
with
done.
Buggles. I'll write that down. Well done, Jonathan. Set list coming your way, bud. Get in touch, send us your address, and we'll get it out to you.
And they also a type of Walker's snack, the Buggles or the Bugles or something.
Bugles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Am I saying it wrong? Is it Bugles or Buggles? I thought it was
Don't know,
Buggles.
but I don't know. It looks like Buggles there, but
I don't know.
you have to ask Gary Lineker. He'll know.
Ah, it's Buggles. It is.
I would have said
Gotta be.
Buggles, yeah. Or you could go with Mole, which is what's it? Trevor Horn and Jeff Downs.
Is it? I don't know. I'm assuming they were the songwriters.
We'll give him a set list.
All right, Mole. You probably got someone.
Well, the answer I got on the card. Sorry, Mole.
Oh, fantastic. Before we move on to Tenby, have we got any questions?
Yes, absolutely. Jill Watcham, how do you adjust back to normal life after a great gig or tour? Is it difficult, or does your normal life keep you grounded?
Shiner?
No, I haven't adjusted yet. No. I did try today playing guitar, and I just can't be fucked.
Yeah, I sort of just the next day. Then I kind of just chill, spend some time with it, take the dogs out or something, catch up with Lisa, or go see your dad or whatever. I just do that kind of thing. I normally complain that I'm really tired and that I've drunk too much, and give me some salad and the Bible, that type of thing. But then the day after, I'm back to normal. So back to my normal naughty self.
It takes me. I don't think I'm still over it now, to be honest. It does take me quite a while to I remember speaking to Mikey about this, a Steelhouse as well. What did he call it? You decompress. You need that decompression. You need to, like an astronaut going to space. You need those few days to come back to reality, because it is completely different. Yeah, like your routine. Like I didn't realize until I started touring with the boys how heavily I am on a routine. And then you got to learn a new one while you go on the bus or the road or whatever, hotels and that routine is it's nowhere near it. So, and then you got to do a new one, and it's just, it's even like going to bed, and I can't sleep very well, so that affects my voice and stuff. And then you stress about it, and then the anxiety kicks in, and so it is really kind of stressful. So I'm still not. I don't think I've still recovered yet, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think, like, for me, I agree with you, Shane. Certain ones take longer than the others as well, like depending on where we've been and how long out for and the circumstances. Like this time was just so super chilled. It seemed like we were out longer. So it was a bit weird transitioning, but we got back into Bridgend on about 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. About 6 a.m. And then we were playing football by 5 p.m. Me, Shane, and Shiner. So we literally were doing our 7 aside, 8 aside.
What was the score, Ron?
Don't honestly. I did a really nice thing because we got home and like boys were dropping out because they can't play in this heat and all of that vibe. Like, and there's us. We just come off tour and we're like, we'll play football. So I decided to go on the other team and had an absolute thrashing. So it wasn't enjoyable at all, and it was horrible playing against my boys. But yeah, it was great. I think we were the fittest fuckers there. You know, or one of them. And we just got off the tour bus because there was other people like younger than us, like proper complaining, weren't they? Wow, it's fucking too hot. Giving up after 20 minutes, like, do you know what I mean? So but without diverting off the question, like, I my family keep me kind of grounded as well. And you know, I get home and it's the normal thing to do, like your chores and stuff. It's not very rock and roll, or maybe maybe family shopping and stuff, catching up with the kids. So similar to Dave and Shane, really, where kind of it's not even normal life. Your life comes back, but there is a weird thing. You are kind of a little bit distant. You don't try to be distant, but your head isn't fully there. Like is that the best way to, like that? What was the word you used? Decompress, Shane? Is it? It's like yeah. It's like you're not trying to be rude, but you haven't quite formed like back to the...
everyone in my family knows when I've been away. It's just I can't. It's like my brain haven't got enough space for everyone. It's just let me have 5 a minute. Like let me be myself a minute. That space is needed. And it must be terrible for him. I'm not like nasty or nothing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like, get away from me. But there is that sense of, oh, he's not quite right. And then they'll ask you questions. You're like, I'm okay, I'm fine. It's just let me be a minute. And then you start getting back into your routine again, and then you're good to go. So yeah.
Well, Lisa just text me saying you're moody when you come back. So that's that. That's that then. Moody. I think it comes across as moody, doesn't it? But I think you just sort of
and depending on the tour as well, mate. You are right, because like Claire knows to kind of like it's almost like she kind of brings me back in slowly. So she will mention like food shopping, this and this. It's almost like it's too much. Like, do you know what I mean? It's because we are, you know, even like never mind the bus. Now I know the last tour was a bus tour, and the tour before that was bus. Even when we used to go away in the van and that, it was just weird coming out of that that environment and constantly waking up somewhere new. Your routine, as you said, Shane, is getting up in the morning, getting sound checking, hanging around loads. If you're lucky enough, you get to see a city or a town. You get to do that. There's a lot of time between us. There's a lot of time then mixing with other people, and then you are slung back. And all that's gone, like, do you know what I mean? So it is a weird, and it's the adrenaline thing as well. It is quite a high for a while. Like, you're on top of the world. The love the Crow family give, or any band that gets, is incredible. So it is, you know, those shows, the adrenaline, what you go through, the prepping for them and everything, and then all of a sudden, you know, that's your time off. It's a little bit. I like that decompressed. Do you remember we had a guest on Crowcast? Someone said they set up a room in their house. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I remember thinking, fuck, that's weird. But if it works, it works.
I get it. He used to set up everything in his room, like as if he was on tour, wasn't it? So he'd spend the night in that.
Like a kind of transitional.
Yeah.
I think, I guess, I mean, if you're doing, like we were away for 3 days, you can imagine 2 months. I think it's almost like, it's going to sound like I'm over dramatizing it, but like an astronaut coming back, they've got to go through some sort of process to reacclimatize to because your house feels when you're away, even if you walk back in your house, your house feels strange, doesn't it? It's like because you haven't been in it for ages. It's like you're noticing like the color of the walls more, or like you know, like it's really weird things like that, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think when we've been away for a long time as well, I don't know how you boys are, but it's weird when life goes on, as in like things change around the house, or I don't know, just little things, like, do you know what I mean? Or even if stuff is in the fridge is different, or you just notice changes around with the kids or the missus because they've fallen into a new routine without you, and so then you're trying to fit back into that without disturbing it. Like the first thing my missus says was, first thing you've done is fuck the house up. As soon as you come in, your suitcase is there, all your clothes are back out. You know what I mean? Just everything's all over the place. It's chaos, like, do you know what I mean? It's and then I'm like, it'll be sorted. Do you know what I mean? It's that transition yet again. You're trying to sort yourself back out and fit back in, like, so you know, all for a bit until you go back out on the road again. Like, so.
Yeah, at no point is it like, are we whinging here about we're in a great position where we can go and tour the country and spend time with you guys. But it is a lot. If bands jumped into it straight away, we're lucky. We've been doing this for quite a while, you know. But it is something I think bands, if they get thrown into that position and they got to do it straight away, it can really mess with your bearings. And but luckily all of us have got like a great people around us and family to sort of, you know, to understand it, and that's it more than anything. It's not even, they don't have to experience it, but just understanding, all right, they need their moment here, or they're going to be a little funny for a couple of days, and we get back to normal. So, yeah, if normal is normal for us. But yeah, great question. Thanks for asking, Jill.
Yeah.
You pick up habits as well off the road. We were talking about this before we came on air as well. That's one more thing to add. You pick up little habits, or if little sayings or little in-jokes, and they don't transition very well in the house. Like,
No.
you know what I mean? So certain ones, you kind of say it, don't you? Like, it's been a joke for a week or two, and you'll do it in the house, and everybody looks at you like you got fucking 3 heads. Like, do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, yeah, you won. Yeah, wrong crowd. Sorry. Oh man. Should we go back to more questions after, or do you want to do any more, or should we move on to Tenby?
Let's move on to Tenby.
Well, let's have a look at you, Tenby. 2 seconds. Now this was like totally different to Chepstow. I felt like this was like the after. Well, we'll start with the day. What a great event in the day, and like you said earlier, Shane, you can say more. What a great chance to meet up with the Crow family. Absolutely, man. I mean, just to see all the familiar faces, you know, and we kind of felt a bit funny, you know. We've never done a meet and greet before, but this wasn't like a usual meet and greet. This was a chance to try the new beer and just hang out and be relaxed, and that was the real poignant part of all this. You know, it's not sitting behind a table and shaking hands and watching people go past. This was hanging out, and that definitely made us feel better about it. I was peeved off, I'm not gonna lie, that the PA was rubbish. And I wanted it to be great. But there's the boys. Look, absolutely, how hot was it in there, boys, in that porta cabin?
In the fucking tin can.
There's a moment when I'm singing and Dave is literally patting me down with a towel. It
was you put your hand on the side of it. It was just like touching a fucking oven after you've opened it up. You know, it was literally designed to cook chickens that little bit. Wasn't it?
You cook crows, like yeah.
Roasted.
We were dying, but amazing. Look at the turnout. Everybody was happy. Yeah, that's right. Hey, yeah, it was brilliant. We just done 3 numbers. Didn't want to spend too much time performing. We wanted to sort of chat with everybody that turned up, and it was brilliant, man. We don't have enough time to do it sometimes with these. The bigger the gigs are getting, the harder it is to actually do it safely with security and stuff, and go out and meet. But this was like controlled, wasn't it? You know, all having a drink and stuff. So it was beautiful. It was so good to see everybody.
It was awesome. It was yet again, something new. It was a different event. The feedback was incredible. There was like 250 people there. It's just great. Like you said, we had new beers out, so those 250 people got to preview the beer. It was on tap. There was food there, tacos, pizza. And yeah, it was amazing. We've never done it before. And like I said, it was like an afternoon. So this is why I said it was different to Chepstow for me. Because it almost felt like the after party to Chepstow. Do you know what I mean? It was like the Chepstow Castle, then day in the brewery, meeting up with everybody. There was a lot of people we hadn't seen for so long. Annie Joyce, the beer. I seen her. She was 5 in, boys. She was like, I weren't supposed to drink. Brilliant, like, but yeah, it was just a great. Like, I've been to some meet and greets, and I know they're still out there. And you're right, man. There's normally like a backdrop. It's a quick handshake, quick photo, and off you go. Where this was an afternoon in a pub with your friends, like, do you know what I mean? And you were able to kind of mosey around, have a beer yourself. And then we realized we had to play in the night, which was the dangerous part. Like, it was like, oh, hang on. this is too comfortable. But yeah, it was just glorious, man. Sun was perfect. Just a completely different thing. I would definitely look at doing it again. A lot of the feedback was tremendous. So they've all said about doing another one. It was definitely the way forward, like, you know.
I think I was the only one that didn't try our beer.
I didn't.
No, savage.
Well, didn't we have some on the bus?
Yeah, we all drank that night.
Aye, the fucking
Brilliant.
toxic twins, ours, were they like?
I only had one. I had one. I had one.
I had one, David.
I went to bed because I'm a fucking lightweight. Did you know that?
I had one, Shane. I had one. Is it?
Yeah.
You
There was plenty on the bus. Plenty on the bus.
You sound terrible with that microphone. I just saying. Can you plug it in and plug it out, take it out and put it back in or something?
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
go
know.
off the screen, just plug it in and plug it out. But yeah, it was well, we're gonna have to get some more of them shipped, didn't we?
Yeah.
All will be revealed soon. So yeah, that's another exciting thing that everybody got to see at the brewery was we've been working on some new beers. So I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, they'll be available very, very soon. They were tasting beautiful. The stout was gorgeous. That's going to be a lovely winter supper. That is us. Yeah, but the ale that was lush as well, wasn't it, David? All 16 cans on the bus.
Am I audible now?
No, you still sound like a Dalek. He's gone.
Right, I gotta go. Now Dave's not here to defend himself.
Right,
Yeah.
go on.
Right. I got a good segue between Chepstow and Tenby.
Yeah.
So I think we've got to Tenby. So it's about 8:30 in the morning. So I've got up to the bank now. I could just hear Dave talking to me, but I can't see him because I don't know what bank he's in. So I've almost stepped on his head. And he's gone, oh, watch my head. So he's down there. So he's turned to me and gone, what time's it now? I gone, it's 8:30 in the morning, Dave. We're at the brewery. We're going to walk up the venue to have a shower, blah, blah, blah. I said, how are you, Dave? He said, right, I'm staying near the sound check because that yoga fucked me right up. Stayed in there until the sound check.
He's right. He's right, you know.
Didn't you, Dave?
Yeah, she fucked me right up with that yoga.
I think actually Shane would agree on this one. Please, can we have a cider? There was a lot of people asking for a cider. Not genuinely now, because I love my ales and I love my stouts. But a lot of people have been asking for a cider. So that could
I'd
be,
love that, Chris. I would love that, bro. That would be amazing. I do like a cider, especially in this weather. Jeez. So yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
man,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, beer gate, Greeno. I only had one. There we go.
Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fucking did.
I had none, but so somebody drank my quarter as well.
Unbelievable.
I'm blaming the crew. I'm blaming you. Fuck right off. I'm blaming the crew. I already had a shitload of beers by that point. I was like, I had one on the bus and I went to bed. And it's good. I give the old work.
Oh, so we've just had a bit of info by you. The next chance to try our new beer will be at Bridgend Brew Fest, August the 27th and the 28th.
Oh. And where's that?
There we are.
No,
Bit
where
of,
is it? 'Cause it's obviously Bridgend, but where, like, specifically?
It's the in the brewery field.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Unless I hear it differently, but yeah, I assume it's in the brewery field. But the next chance to try our beer will be in the brewery field in Bridgend for Brewfest, August the 27th and the 28th. That's when you can get another chance to try our beer. So our beer is actually, have you noticed this on tour, boys?
Yeah.
On tour, making its way around the UK, like, you know, so.
Loving suggestions, though. There's those damn crows rum. Absolutely, I love rum. Let's get a bourbon. Yes, Debbie. Why not? Cider.
Right.
Come on.
Too right.
You can't buy it yet, Jax, but like I just said, it will be available. Jax has asked, where can I buy it in Bridgend? It will be available in Brewfest. 27th, 28th in the brewery field. So there we go.
It'll be available sort of. You could probably buy it online, can't you? At some point in the next sort of, during the summer at some point, I think.
Strong Crow.
I like that. Yeah, cider could be called Strong Crow. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Of no return.
So yeah,
gin.
that was the brewery. Things dramatically changed then. Obviously, we went for a bit of a trip down the beach and stuff, which was fun.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That was nice before the gig as well. Really chilled. Bumped into some fans, which was great. Had some selfies. Shane took his boat with him as well, which was brill.
He bought that from home, like.
And you'll see,
everyone thought he bought it in one of these sort of gift shops. Nope.
He never leaves home without the boat. Let me tell you.
Never leave home without the boat. You never know. You never know when you need a boat.
You never know when you need a fucking boat, and he's got one. There you go. And then we will go back to obviously what happened with the beach after we wrap it up. What happened with the gig? Like I said, the gig totally different to Chepstow. Turned into an after show party. Like I said, it was like a continuation from the brewery. Shane was where they told you to down drinks in Chepstow. You had to down a drink, didn't you, in Chepstow Castle? That theme now has continued, so that seems to be the new thing every gig.
You've done me in, Shane.
With down with drinks, and obviously, yet again another beautiful moment with the Crow family, and then. Obviously, there comes the boat.
You poor people.
Looks like a shark's had your knees there, Shane.
There he goes, boy.
Class.
Amazing.
Absolute class.
So cool.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Completely different feel to the Chepstow.
Yeah.
This felt like a club sort of, well, it kind of was, but a club show. It was a bit more sort of raw, a bit more in your face. I got in the crowd. Because there was talk about getting in the crowd at Chepstow, but it wasn't compact enough, you know what I mean? But this was. But it took me 3 attempts to get in that bastard boat. And but finally got in there. I nearly give up. I thought maybe it's not time. But thankfully the Crow family, they were strong and lifted me up, and in all my glory.
Should have gone fishing for pints when you're out there like that.
I was definitely well oiled by the time we got to go get it. I was well oiled because people were buying shots of shots of tequila, shots of whiskey. Us without the beer and the down it. Yes, it was just a real, like you said, it was like a sweatbox party atmosphere, wasn't it?
That's cool, man. It's like you've got to tread that line between being professional and delivering a good show, but everyone just have a laugh, all the audience, have a laugh, and don't be too stiff about everything in it with the, with the crowd and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Trading that fine line, like.
Yeah, it was definitely loose, and it was fun, and it was relaxed. Angie, went up to the balcony as well. It was great. I love a balcony, as you know.
Yeah.
It was just great. A great club. I think when's the last time we played a club gig? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's just been like always outdoors and stuff.
Yeah, there's been because we've had the Motorpoint download. I know what Shane means, Motorpoint download and stuff. So it did have that more of a sweaty environment, and the Crow family were bad influences because
absolutely. Absolutely, they were
fucking. Anybody says that gig was loose, it's their fucking fault because the trays just kept coming. Like, do you know what I mean? Trays kept coming. The down it. It was only going to go one way, really, wasn't it?
Right.
It didn't fucking stop on the bus as well. It didn't stop on the bus.
No.
Jesus Christ! Like,
good fun, man. Good fun.
Yes, it was. Probably the same size venue as the Tram Shed in February. Or the Asylum, Riffmas.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because I think Al had said that the Valence is still, I think it's still like an 800 cap, or you know what I mean. It's still not a small venue, like, do you know what I mean? So
I wasn't aware he was even there. been going to Tenby for years as a kid and as a grown up, and I just wasn't aware it was there. And I totally know the building. I just didn't realize it was, or didn't pay any attention really to what it was. And it's yeah, there it is.
Neil Stewart, it's just reminded me there. My wife owes Shane a pack of Doritos. I was eating a pack of Doritos on the way after Chepstow. I know we're going back now, up the hill to go and have a shower. And she took my Doritos.
Oh, right.
Forgot about that.
I see. Oh. So basically, just stole from you, then.
Yeah.
So name and shame, is it? What's her name, Neil? We'll name and shame her.
Name and shame, Jesus Christ.
It's so good to have you all here. Look at all these comments, man. There's so many messages and stuff. It's so good to be back chatting with you all. Sorry, Ron, go on, bud.
No, I was just going to say the same, but it's the numbers are strong tonight, and there's a lot of people who've messaged all of us today saying that they're going to watch it tomorrow. Because obviously some are still at gigs. This is a totally different beast now. Like, it was great during COVID because like everyone was sitting in the house. It's nice to know now that people have got like gigs to go to, or everyone's back in work and stuff like that. So we promised we'd keep it going, and that's what we're doing. And we'll always check in and always make sure everything's just the best it can be, like, So, but yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to recap after these gigs as well, isn't it? Like, that's a really nice thing as well, because like Ginge, we mentioned earlier. Happy birthday, Ginge. I didn't see her, which, you know what I mean? Normally, that's one of the first people we see, like, so hopefully see her in Stone Dead now. Try and get.
But Shelley Skerritt has put it good words there, Shelley. We were all on fire at Tenby. That's true, man. The crowd were. They were up for it as much as we were, just. That's a hell of a combination when the crowd are totally up for it from word go. Do you know what I mean? It makes our job easier. And the support bands were brilliant. We've been so lucky with all sort of, the 2 shows and going to the Firestorm. It's just killer lineups,
up to there we had James and Nicole Gunn, Tribal S, Florence Black, Mason Hill, Howling Tides, and Scarlet Rebels. Fantastic bands on the scene.
Yeah, man. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, and you are right. That crowd was like, they were equally as naughty, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? They were kind of wicked with their banter. Like, that's the best way to explain it. Like some of the, I don't know, I could just tell you were having banter with some people as well, which was brill. Yeah, it just seemed like it was really relaxed, like really relaxed.
An atmosphere of the show is like as important as anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Create an atmosphere and how people feel, never mind the songs and how they sound and everything, just how people feel, and aside from that, and how much fun they're having, and it's really important. And really felt it that night.
Yeah, me too, man.
Absolutely. So the brewery in the day and a big piss up in the night as well with the Crow family. Should we see a little bit of a recap video?
This is the best one.
This is the best one. Strap in.
Tune in next week for the next edition of Crow Watch. Yeah.
What was I doing? My face. Nathan, the guy who filmed it and whatnot, he was like, really put your best effort into it, running along. You're like, God, you're going to save someone in the sea. And I'm like this. And everyone else is just like,
Brilliant, man.
But I watched that and I just smiled straight away. I was like, oh, that is so totally summed that day up, man. It really
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
when
did really
we
well.
were getting video, there was this little kid on the beach going, "Oh, what's going on here? Are you guys famous? Are you YouTubers?"
Yeah, YouTubers. And we said to him, no, we're a band. And he was like, he didn't even know what a
You
band
famous?
was. It was like,
Yeah, what's your name, man?
no,
I was like,
no
Damn
interest.
Crows.
Like,
He's like, never heard of it.
no interest. No interest.
All right, fair enough, kid.
Yeah. There we are. Look who's laughing now. Lucky kid.
So that was Tenby. Let's give something away.
So the prize for this week's What's the Next Line is going to be our tour bus tea. That's hard to say. I've got a picture there, Ron.
Yes, I have, my man. Hang on, 2 seconds. Tour bus tea. Holiday
There
tea.
it
There it is.
So, yeah, one of them, and also a AAA pass for our tour that we did with all 3 dates. Ronnie actually designed that. Old Cliff.
Old Cliff, like.
So that's
On the
going up.
buses?
That's up for grabs as well. So the lyric is, this might catch some of you out. I heard you on my wireless. I heard you on my wireless. What's the next line? Go. This is from a song we did on all 3 shows.
Tricky. While we're waiting for the answer for that, Dave, if you can talk us over a bit of Crow Radio, buddy.
The best music all day long. Crow Radio. Available now via Those Damn Crows Spotify page. Don't forget to click the green heart.
So we basically put together, didn't we, just before we went away, we put together a playlist that we could play at the shows between bands, create a vibe, create atmosphere, get just hard-hitting rock tunes, summery tunes, stuff that's going to make you get into the summer holiday vibe. So there were so many songs on this playlist, but I'm just going to reel a couple off, and then you can just go and check it out and just enjoy it for the rest of the summer, because there's still some nice weather coming, right? So we had Steal My Sunshine by Len. We've got Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. Rockaway Beach, Ramones. Boys of Summer, Don Henley. Black Summer, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Is this the right playlist?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's only a few songs on it. But it's Shame About Ray, Lemonheads, Rosanna, Toto, Cruel Summer, Bananarama. Just stuff to get you in the vibe.
Oh, no, it's not actually. I think that's the summer playlist.
That's
I think that's the summer playlist. I think
Crow Radio, and that's what
Yes.
comes up. So tough fucking shit. If you press Crow Radio, that's what you're gonna have, right?
there's another. I think there's another one that should be showing.
Right. Okay.
I think that was the summer one from. I think. See, it's another
No.
tour talk, isn't it?
No, that's the only one.
That is the only one. Well,
Yeah.
I suppose when we have a look and we sort the gremlins out in a Dave, there'll be 14 hours of music.
Yeah, there was a lot of music there. A lot of music. There we are. The links app. There we are. Just follow the link.
Perfect. So yeah, if you're planning an all-nighter, or a bit of
Planning
a
an
party,
all-nighter.
and you're thinking, do you know what? I could do with fucking downloading 14 hours worth of music. Bam, hit the link. We've done it for you. Saturday,
I tell you what, though. I
Names.
tell you what, though. Good thing about these playlists, especially the super long ones, is you can just live in that playlist for weeks on end. Just press random and just keep putting it on when you're in the car, in the garden, whatever. So you should really get some good mileage out of this playlist.
Absolutely. 14
So
hours.
it could be your only place for music for the rest of the month. How's that sound?
It's unbelievable, Dave.
I know.
Sat there for days doing that. 14 hours
I know.
worth of music.
I know. Everything in one place. Everything in one place.
Just for you. Just for you, when you got that birthday party now and you're there thinking, oh my God, could really
These
do with
tunes.
14 hours worth of music.
Really do 14-hour party. Nice.
Yeah, not 15 hours. You're knackered then. You have to go and ask another band to sit there for days and do a 15-hour playlist then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Someone else can take over at that point.
We got you covered for 14. You're welcome.
Yeah.
There you go. Have we got a winner?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. We had it literally within 3 seconds. I was just watching Dave talk. Well done, bud. So a lot of people, there's 2 dates that are being thrown around, 62 and 52. Well, the lyric is as follows: I heard you on my wireless back in 52. And when I saw, actually Wesley's got 53 there. No, son, you're way off. The first one I had it. No, it's 52. It's definitely 52. The first one I had it was Stuart Moore. Well done, Stuart. Let us know your size, buddy. We'll get a t-shirt out to you. And you won the AAA pass as well.
Nice.
Can't get you in, mate. But
no.
Put it on your wall.
If you've got a time machine, he'll get you in.
We'll have a different one next time. So I can't get you in. But yeah, you got it. Hey, next up was Firestorm, boys. A new festival. Firestorm Festival in Manchester. We woke up to some messages. Obviously, our bus got a little bit stuck before somebody comments and says that. I had no idea this was going on. I was sleeping absolutely beautifully on the bus and didn't know any of it happened until I woke up to about 6 or 7 messages off Crow family saying, is that you in the bus that's stuck? Because it was quite an adventure to get down there. And the driver, Frank the Tank, was he was a beast, wasn't he, boys? Fair play to him.
Good old Kev, man. Fair play to him.
Yeah, Kev, he worked a treat down there. But what a festival when we started wandering around. What do you think, boys?
I was really impressed, actually. I thought, sort of small scale festival, which I actually am a fan of smaller scale festivals now. Just because there's a lot of big festivals out there, so see these new sort of starter fest, but it didn't feel like the quality of it didn't feel like a sort of starter sort of festival. Do you know what I mean? It's just like real cool bars and cool food and the stages look really cool and everything was just, I don't know, I really good vibe there and just I couldn't fault it, to be fair. I really couldn't fault it at all.
Yeah, it was class, bud. It was, as you said, a smaller festival, but it had a vibe to it, almost hippie like. It was a bit more, the forest and the trees are over there, and it was really relaxed. But because everything was in place, already built and stuff, as opposed to like bringing in certain things like toilets and whatever, it was already there, and that obviously that's going to be helpful for any festival, but. Seeing the usual faces there and new people that I noticed there, like there was some people that I hadn't seen before, as well as the originals, the OGs, the usual people. But Stret and Bev, congratulations! That's a brilliant festival. They're the festival organizers. They own it. Yeah. Congratulations! What a success! And obviously, it's going to continue and be even more successful. No doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah, these sort of first year festivals I've been to, it was the best by far. Definitely had everything on point, and can get better from there, really, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought the food stalls and that were great. I thought it reminded me of like a European festival as well. I think they had the weather. They were really lucky. It was a glorious day again, but it just had that vibe. like that Slovenia or do you know what I mean? Like the smaller festivals, the smaller European festivals. And also, I mean, for a Brucey bonus for any band, they'd fucking pumps at the backstage. So there was pump of IPA, pump of lager, pump of cider that you could just help yourself with.
Yeah.
Literally, talking
It
about
was all
the mostest. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what. Yeah, it honestly felt like they couldn't do enough viewers back. They were just like, I was thinking, this is crazy. Like, you're inviting all these rock bands to come and play, and you're just like, there's a bar, help yourselves.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like people were taking advantage or anything like that. It was just nice and chilled, and everything there was, like I said, it was like independent food places, and the beer they were serving was, sort of there was like doing like cask IPAs and stuff like that from like local northern breweries, North Brew and stuff like that. It was just, that was my vibe really. There wasn't they didn't see a pint of Carl in sight, and to me that's fucking great. So
yeah.
Wicked stage, really big. I kind of made a joke about it being because it was a big barn. Like I know they had the tent on the second stage, but it felt like a hoedown. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
hoedown, but with rock, and it was just slamming.
Lloyd pointed it out. He said we were chatting, and he said it reminded him of the sort of House of Blues venues.
Yes,
we'll say.
Yeah,
100%. They're really cool, and it has got that vibe. And
it's the duck.
flying ducks, man.
Yeah, lovely size stage, man. Really, really great.
Yeah,
it was. It just the whole vibe of it. You said you're on stage, man. I mean, they will. Hopefully, I hope they come back next year.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking lineup this year. I mean, they booked. I mean, nearly every band. There's still some bands they didn't book, but yeah, it's just if that grows, and potentially they said that they can grow it as well. That could be another staple, is it? Yeah, staple. In the festival calendar, like it's got a real good vibe, like.
Yeah, I definitely go there again as a punter, as an artist, whatever. I just definitely go again. You didn't see nothing.
Steve on the old brown.
I tell you what that is. I think that's me and Lloyd bought at the Chepstow show. We bought a bottle of Welsh in their little gift shop. We bought like a Welsh. It was like a Welsh rum, brown rum. So that was that.
Yeah, but fantastic horse, fantastic festival. Didn't hear anybody say any complaints like the comments are saying, but there was it was just so different. Like you said, real toilets, the shower rooms, it just seemed very like
drinking water for everyone, just little things like that makes such a
intimate, hippie. You know what I mean? It was just like it was just really cool, like very, and I wish them all the best, honestly, like, because especially for bands. I know a lot of people are saying at the moment they're saturated and stuff like that, but I think if you do a good festival and you keep the punters happy, that's the main thing, is make sure your punters get good lineups and they're looked after as well. Because they're paying the money, they pay for the bands to come and perform, like, do you know what I mean? So I think that's rule number one, just make sure everybody's happy in the facilities and everything like that. And it's a little bit different. I think you have to be a little bit different these days as well. Like, so it's, it's not just the lineups, it's the area. It's just got to be something. I mean, they had a big, massive bus there, didn't they? Which obviously Mr. Greenall had a little bit of a wander, and he had to inspect it kind of during the show.
Yeah, there wasn't just our bus there. There was another bus.
There was another bus.
You Butler.
Let's have a look at the video of this for anyone who's still listening.
Well,
do you know what, Shane? I did not know you'd even gone over to a bus until we saw the videos come back on social media. I was like, oh, he was on a bus, was he? Oh, yeah.
On a buses, like, yeah.
And then I found out you sort of broke the gutter in or whatever it was, or the face shear or something. And it was like,
yeah. But yeah, it was all good. Like the thing is, I went over there with Nash just to check it was safe earlier in the day, and it was good as gold. I was like, oh yeah, and spoke to the barman behind there, and he's like, yeah, that's fine, that's cool, dude. There is a bit of thought in it, yeah. But you know, Strat and Bev were incredible afterwards. They were like, oh, don't even worry about it. It was incredible. Loved it. It's only like 2 screws. It's not a problem. So there was no major damage, and I'd hate to think that I would ever cause any damage at a festival, especially our first time there.
yeah.
But no, it was
absolutely never the intention.
No, but yeah, thank God that barrel was there, mine, underneath the bus. When I foot in went, I was like, oh shit, here we go. But the barrel was there, and I landed it.
Cool.
Thank you, Jonathan. Cool. Nice landing.
Yeah.
Thank you, bud.
I thought
cool touch though, man. That bus being a bar was near the 2 levels and the sort of balcony and stuff. That's a really cool touch. Like it's things like that I saw. I was like, oh, they've really put the effort in here now to make it really like create unique vibe. Like unique. Yeah, of course, yeah. So fair play. Yeah.
It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and
show was good.
Yeah. We'll go back. Yeah, again, the show was brilliant. Again, it was a relaxed feeling. I think that they were telling me that the barn holds like 3,000 people, or can. I'm not sure there was 3,000 people that night, but so it is interesting, like where the festival can grow.
Yeah.
And perhaps they would have to have more showers and stuff and more facilities. But right now, there are, you know, all those. I don't know how many showers were there, boys. It must have been about 8, was it, or 8 or 9 in one cubicle?
That's just one cubicle, and then they had more, and then they had the drinking water facilities, which was a clever idea. Like I said, backstage was a clever idea. I was just sitting there on a sofa, like, because it was so bespoke, where they just have random sofas, like just sitting around in you're in a field, and like you're sitting on a sofa, and there's people helping themselves to the bar. It was just like I said, it was just such a different festival, but welcoming. Everything kind of you boys have said, really, just welcoming, different, great atmosphere. Everything's there to upscale. I know that they've got the potential to do it, but they just want to make sure they get it all right, don't they? Like, because this was a one that a lot of people, including ourselves, didn't know about really, and we were like, oh, what's this going to be like? This has popped up and stuff, and I haven't heard a bad word so far, which is that's a great sign, like, so
yeah.
Andy Coles has just said there's 15,000 due there in 2 weeks for the next weekend. So that, if that's what the scale of the place is, I mean,
wow.
Don't get me wrong. I was just talking about the barn. I was told like you can get 3,000 in the barn, but there's obviously you can cater for more people, can't you? Because of the big tent.
There's loads of space. There was I mean, there was a big one of those big high top tents you have in sort of like Reading or something or whatever. But then there was endless space then really to do whatever.
Yeah, Shelley said that there was another stage, wasn't there? I didn't see the other stage, if I'm honest, but I don't know how far away that was. I assume not too far, but yeah, you do I suppose like the downloads and stuff, you just upgrade the tents and stuff. Do you know what I mean? If that's the way they're doing it, and then it is stage 1, stage 2. But everything we've seen, like I said, what a lovely way to end a nice kind of return on the road, like, especially we were busting for this to get back out and connect with everybody, like, we needed it. So yeah, there we are. Shelley just saying this 30-second walk, because they did changeovers and stuff. There might be stuff that has to change, like you said, Dave, but wow, I didn't know they got that many people due to go there. So they have other events there, do they? Or
I think it's go on, Shane, come.
No, I heard they have weddings and stuff there too. Like it's a proper, so they cater for lots of events. So it's not just music.
Well, that makes sense, because when we were driving out to see all the, because like I said, driving in, some of us were asleep, but driving out, we've seen all the glamping and then the lodges, they had the wooden lodges and stuff, and so yeah, it's, scenery wise, it looked beautiful, like, so best wishes to them and everything. It's we were looked after, and yet again another incredible gig. A real buzz to leave on a high, wasn't it? Like, you know.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Did you see a little video on it?
Let's do it.
Come on in.
That's the first time I've seen that one. Started off with me making Lloyd look pretty, like for every show I'm there, like making Lloyd look good.
Got a nice fan glowing your hair, did
And the light on my shoulder.
I tell you what, I had I had one of those fans next to me on that show, and I was just like, "This is the future. This is amazing." I was just like hair everywhere. I was like, normally it's like stuck to my face, so I've just got to like move it out the way, and it's like sweating. So we got this fan. It's just like, yes, that is the future.
Why?
Oh, there's a quick shout out there. Anthony Cooper, please wish my wife a happy birthday for tomorrow. Her name is Carol, and she sat next to me watching this. Happy birthday, Carol.
Happy birthday, Carol.
Birthday.
Sneaky one, Anthony. Like that, son. Well done.
Nice. Let's have the mighty return of Oh, solo them up. I think the videos have done a line of coke tonight. They're all fucking
They're all
Jesus Christ.
production on that jingle is fire though.
Who made that in there?
Just put that out there. It is illegal to pet a hamster in Australia.
Is it?
Oh,
You ask why hamsters are banned in Australia. The reason the Australian government gives it is that hamsters for them are seen as pests. The authorities say that hamsters may then reproduce so much that they will then affect the flora and the fauna negatively, and so hamsters are a threat in Australia. What?
And the same goes for I think for rabbits. All little, the little sort of like pets that we have as kids and things like that. Australia are like, fuck that. No fucking chance.
To be fair, though, if you get that photo back up, that hamster's hench, and he's like he goes to the gym.
Yeah. You fucking want some? You fucking want some?
I'll give it you.
Stick the fucking nut on you now. Stick the sunflower seed on you now, mate.
They don't look like arrow, yeah.
No, they're quite Australia. Obviously, is quite what's the word? They've got quite sort of like a delicate ecosystem, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? So like they had like that the frogs, the sort of bullfrogs that took over, didn't they, at some point, and they like sort of swept in and stuff. So like you can imagine just sort of the hamsters sweeping in and the rabbits and
I can't help it. Here's a comment there. Steve Bardell, don't pet a hamster down under.
See, if I'd said that, everyone would be like, "Oh,
yes. So many metaphors there, innuendos and stuff.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Do you know all right? Yeah. Do you know all right? Yeah, giving her the old Australian hamster treatment, like.
What, like rabbits?
Petting the Australian hamster.
But of all the animals out there that are dangerous and venomous, and they're worried about hamsters, and that's illegal.
I know.
Oh, everything just wants to fucking kill you in Australia, don't it?
I know.
There's an hamster season in.
Australia to me is basically the Battle of Helm's Deep, and it's just fucking all these fucking dangerous animals trying to kill you, and you're like that. Fuck in this fucking deep. But I think it's about they eat the crops and seeds and things like that. That they're sort of like they're sort of right on the cusp of like drought generally, aren't they? Because it's such a it's just desert, and the whole of Australia desert apart from the two coasts. So I think get these little pesky hamsters in, those pesky hamsters, and they eat all the crops, and there we are, innit? You know, simple as that.
That's mad.
And the other animals that were introduced at certain points, they did have to send in snakes and stuff to introduce snakes to sort of curb them a little bit, you know. Fucking crazy, man.
I remember watching River Monsters or something like that, and basically, like, they were on about the bullfrog thing that you just said then. So they kind of, if I've got this right, they introduced bullfrogs to sort one problem out, and then literally, or whether it was the king toad or something like that, and then they've had to introduce something else to fucking sort that out. Like, so they constantly introducing shit to fight, basically, you know, like, do you know what I mean?
Answer to all our problems. Get the hamsters in; they'll sort it out.
Well, that fucking hamster will. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you just go in and just fill everyone in. Like, fucking have it, you slags.
It means.
So yeah, there we are. I obviously said it in an amusing way. It's illegal to pet a hamster, but it actually is.
Great,
Wow.
did you know? But great, did you know?
Welcome.
Probably a good point to. Have we got any more questions?
Is that a new Australian band? Those pesky hamsters. Well, interesting enough. Yeah, it is. I'm sure Shane's got some proper questions.
There's two. Iona, missed one from Iona. Seriously though, what mind looked at a rubber dinghy and thinks I can crowd surf with this, having just recovered from a broken back? It's just one of those things. It was there. We took it on the beach, had a bit of a laugh, and we just thought, oh, this is a great place. It was compact. What if we did it? What if we did the Welsh Ramstein? Or Ramstein? Yeah, no comparison really, but it was just a laugh. Dave was going to do it. I said I'm happy to do it.
But then he got too drunk.
Yeah,
I would have missed the boat. But it all boils down to, you know, the crows don't like waste, do they? So we, you know, get a boat to do a certain thing.
exactly.
We'll get our money's worth out of this.
Yes.
Crowd surf. But, you know, I took the boat home at the end of the night. I went around the coast and ended up back home. So get your money's worth in it. I'm sleeping on it tonight as well. Interesting enough.
Right.
Me and the dogs.
So what? Emma's got a just identical one. As well.
I'm not sleeping around Emma's house if that's what it sounds like.
Thinking, and Emma Ashcroft's watching this going, no, you haven't, Dave. I fucking got the boat. You got the boat because she went for a dip in it, didn't she, the next day?
That's it.
I think.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
I'm so pissed you were, Dave, to forget him.
Yeah.
There's another question. I know this would have been asked 1,000 times, but when is the new album coming out? See you next week, everybody.
No, it's the wheels are coming into motion very, very soon. Very soon, like super soon. Things are gonna start going super soon. In terms of the wheels in motion for the album. So just sit tight. So soon, like I'm talking like so soon.
The truth is, like I said in the show, we were ready to pull the trigger on new material, new songs off the album. On the 10th of this month, it was supposed to be out. It's been pushed back because the label have got a few plans for the Crow family, some nice stuff. So we've held off on it, but it won't be long, as Dave said. It's the wheels are turning now, and it's coming very soon. So new material that is.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh fuck, here it is. Hey, let's go.
There we are. That's exactly how you'll be.
Yeah. And if you're not, why not?
I'll be really disappointed now if people don't do that. Like, oh fuck,
fuck it up.
Oh fuck, here it is. Hey.
Emma Holmes is asking, any more t-shirts going on sale? Couldn't get one in Tenby as no small sizes. Emma, I don't know if you heard at the start, but we will be having the new, there it is, thank you, Ron. Rock and Rolling Dead tee, the Crow skeleton. These will be back in stock soon. These are still there in the web store, but we will be getting more of the ones that have been sold out because everyone loves them. That's really cool. These are there too, the vest, the black and white.
Yeah.
And this is there too because it started raining today, so we'll get the jumpers out.
Being British, innit? It fucking rings out by on a D.
That's it. But it's also going to be, I'll tell you right now that when this new single drops, because obviously we played a new single on the 3 shows. When this new single drops, there'll be a new merch tee with it. So yeah.
It'll be boom, some exciting times, when loads of stuff flying around, like fireworks going off, and
absolutely. Jill, that's a great point. Please get some ladies' tea. We're on it, Jill. We will do so, love. We've been calling for that for a long time.
And just seen as well, it's gone up really quick about baseball hats and stuff like that. Yeah, promise everything will be restocked, locked and loaded, like, you know. So here we go, innit?
Yeah, back at that as well. So thank you so much for the support, though, buying the merch. I know, and a big shout out to our merch guy, Ash. There were big queues, guys, and you know, the weather was really hot, and I really felt for you, because we were kind of in the castle looking down, and we could see the merch queue, and people were queuing for like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes just to get a t-shirt. And then when they finally got there, it was sold out in their size, and I can understand your frustration, but it's really difficult sometimes to, like, you know, judge how much merch we should be buying, and because it's a quick turnaround, and things are moving fast, as Dave said. So there's new ideas coming in, but they are specifically for these shows. And you know, Ash does a great job. He was on his own as well, so that was really difficult for him. But big love to Ash, because he works really hard for us. And
he does.
So yeah, there will be new merch coming in the next couple of weeks, old stock and new. So keep your eyes and ears open. Keep your ears open. I don't know what that means. Keep your eyes open.
Don't close your ears.
Don't close them.
Yeah.
A question of Chris.
Did Download live up to your expectations? Shina?
Yes. We were on about this, so in that conversation we had in the Liverpool program.
Yes.
So basically, I always judge Download on the banking, just past the sound desk, and the time of day we were on. It's like, when we first got on, I was like, "Oh, Joe, I'll take that. That's pretty cool for like 1 o'clock in the afternoon." And after the first song, I looked up and the banking was full, and I was like, thinking to myself, "We done it right, Joe, boys." So yes, it did live up to my expectations. Should have played longer.
You know what? It didn't live up to my expectations, and I'll tell you why. Because I said to you boys, and I had a dream that it was just like horribly wrong, and like everyone was booing, and there was no one there, and it was terrible and stuff. And then, like you said, Shine, it couldn't just people as far as the eyes could see, which I honestly didn't expect that at that time. I just thought, I've been to so many festivals at lunchtime, whatever, and it's been, you know, people mulling around the front and whatnot, you know. So yeah, my expectations were so low because of all I said that dreamer was all just fucking horrible. But it was just, it completely exceeded it. And then watched the full highlights, not just the highlights that you saw, but I've seen the full footage of the Sky Arts thing, and it was just really great, man. It was brilliant, really cool.
Rono?
Yeah, it was. I'm open and transparent about it. It was quite emotional. Like, we've been there. Punters looked out from the, you know, looking at the main stage. Me and you having that conversation a few years ago, watching Def Leppard, Shane. And then it came, and like, we're buggers. See, we always, like, me personally, I always feel like I do more. So I think if I could go back, I would have not overthought it so much. It's the first gig in years. The boys know what I'm like. I'm pretty confident. Sometimes, like, especially in my youth, overconfident. But this one got the best of me. Like, just got in my head a little bit, and then we got it delayed, and we didn't go on for a bit longer. And I just, the first couple of songs, I just remember thinking constantly, like, don't fuck it up. That was the bottom line, like, you know. So it was the case of, just more confidence, as in, like, you know, we were there, like you said, Shane, before. We got there for a reason. We got there because we deserve to be there. So it's just believing that. But after the third, fourth song, I can't remember what it was. There was a point of that show where it just all turned for me, where it was just like, yes, this is brilliant. Like, you know, it was everything I wanted, everything I could have dreamed for. Same as you, Dave. We didn't get bottled. We didn't get fucking booed off.
It was a plus, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? They're all the things that do go through your head. But yeah, I think it was just the start of it, kind of walking out, you know. Yeah, just little things I would kind of just go back and change. And I always said the next time we play there, because there will be a fucking next time, it'll be, you know, we'll be a different band for it as well. And I feel he shows we've been a different band for it. I genuinely I have felt that, like, personally, like, do you know what I mean? It's a confidence, it's a great achievement. Looking back on Sky Arts, I mean, fuck, you know, I was really proud of us, like, do you know what I mean? So it was man. Yeah, it was everything and probably more than we could have wanted, like.
Totally. The funny thing is that we had the whole thing recorded, and we've got the whole thing recorded. So at some point, I'd love it if we could somehow get that out to the Crow family and you know, show them what it was like. And because for me, I remember walking on that stage and thinking this is by far obviously the biggest stage, the biggest festival we've played, and being on there and thinking, looking out and thinking, it doesn't seem as big that it does on the telly. But then jumping down and doing the running and walking across the both sides of the field, I was like, shit, it is big. Like, you know, the mileage, as I said, on the day. And I'm hoping that the people that weren't at a download will see our show when we show everybody, because it's not often you get to run out into God knows how many thousands of people and they're all singing your song. And I didn't feel like we were trying to, you know, impress. The crowd were there with us, on the journey with us. And like I said to the boys before, we deserve to be there. And I have no problem saying that. And anybody has doubts there can literally fuck off, in my opinion, because we, you know, the effort we've put in to put there. And I actually saw a review saying that, they looked a bit like rabbits in the headlights. And I was like, are you kidding me? There was no way. I didn't feel like a rabbit at all. I was like, I love this. And you're right, Ron, these 3 shows, when you do a stage that big on a festival that globally well known, what is there to fear? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I felt nothing but love from everybody in that audience. And we returned it back tenfold, I think. So it was class. Loved it. What is that in the background?
Sounds like songs of praise or something.
Like a fucking
what would you describe it? Some fucking idiot on a motorbike.
All right. That was brilliant today, man. But yeah.
It sounded like someone going home.
It was special. We earned that position, as Andy Coppin said at Download. You deserved it. And you know, being on the same day as Maiden isn't too bad. So class. We saw him backstage as well, and yeah, it's just those as well, you know, those moments. We were with Shinedown, you know, across the way from us, and our changing room.
Well, it started off pretty fucking special. I took my car, didn't I? So myself and Shane went up to the top car park. It was me, you. Were you there, Shane?
Yeah. I was there when we came down on the bus.
You and Lloyd waited behind, did you, Dave?
Yeah, Lloyd and I had got taken over by one of the buggy people, like
buggies. So we got taken to the top car park anyway, and then the steward came out and he was like, right, boys, don't worry, don't walk down, we got a bus for you and stuff like that. He was like, do you mind jumping on with Black Label Society? And we're like, yeah, man, yeah, cool, it's wicked.
Yeah, as you do, like,
it was that's how it kind of started. And it was just like, this is cool, because like I said, you know, being fans of bands and music and rock music and stuff like that, we've grown up, you know, going to those festivals, you know, and being around those bands. And so then you are right, Shane, you know, no fucking way didn't we deserve to be there. Like, you know, we've done all the hard graft up and down the country for playing for nothing, playing to nobody, for years, like, do you know what I mean? Grinding to get there, like, you know, but there is that element, like I said, for me, it was don't fuck it up. It's almost like, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. When we did the dog tooth and that, we were prowling around like fucking animals, weren't we? Like backstage, we were like, here we go. But that one was more like there was a sense of like not wanting to let like you boys down. Do you know what I mean? So
because
it does start with us. It's like, oh, I don't want to be the one who fucking, you know what I mean, drops a stick or
well,
yeah.
I kind of almost had. I said to Lisa afterwards, I was like, I felt like I had imposter syndrome, sort of wander around. She's like, no, you deserve to be there with the rest of them, you know, sort of. But I was like, I felt like a bit just wandering around. I was like, oh, there's so and so, there's so and so. Yeah.
I think that's the only difference, wasn't it, Dave? Like, it's not so much the stage. Obviously, the amount of people were there was the most we've ever played to. And like I said, it's a global name, isn't it? Download. Everyone comes around the world to come to Download. But the only difference is backstage. You are rubbing shoulders with people who have been there, done it, been a success, continuing to be a success for God knows how many years, like Iron Maiden and stuff. That was the only real difference for me. It was like we were sharing backstage with these legends and the people that are really popular right now.
Really was.
That was the only difference, because you don't normally see anybody at festivals. You go and do your show and then off you go. But we were literally, I know, as Ronnie said, the first time we got there, and you know, Black Label Society was just on the same bus. I was like, all right, boys, all right, rubbing shoulders.
Yeah,
so
I was try not to be that guy who's like looking around and thinking, well, I've been listening to you guys over there for like 20 years, or like I've, you know, you did my favorite album a couple of years ago and the rest like that. You just try to be casual, and I was completely, and the entire time. But I think after we got off stage, I had a couple of drinks, and then Mastodon were walking past. Me and Lloyd, we just like, Mastodon, like proper like just a Wayne's World moment. And they were just like, all right, off they went, and I was like, right, that's it now. That's it for me, being a fanboy. I was like, there we are. That's enough for me now. Because you could have done it all afternoon, to be fair, couldn't you?
Well, we're on topic. Have you ever been starstruck ever, Shane?
Oh man, come back to me, because there's a couple.
Dave Grohl for me. Went to a festival with Shiner years ago, and I fucking jokingly said I'm going to meet Dave Grohl, and when I did, I was an absolute fucking balloon. Just an absolute, like, just couldn't have gone any worse. It just couldn't have gone any worse. I think I smiled at him like I fell in love, and then like he got jumped on by a load of people, and then as he was walking off, I've said the story on here before. I fucking asked for his autograph and or a photo, sorry, and he was like, no, man, because he was just fucking hassled. But yeah, I melted, like, you know, that's what I call starstruck, when you know what I mean? It's like in the moment, and you've gone, your fucking head's gone, you're not cool at all. And I think Shine will back that one up. Fucking absolute tool. There we are. Shiner boy.
Me, no. I just kind of see people as people, so I what's the words I'm trying to say here? I'll say it a different way. You can imagine, say you met the richest person in the world, right? And they know they're the richest person. Well, I look at them and go, well, you know, you still could be a fucking arsehole, so I don't care.
Chances are, yeah.
It's like, Oh, actually, no. I did have the one. We was me and Shane walking backstage at Download. And we just passed Zach Wilde, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's why I turned to Shane and go, oh, it's that guy from YouTube. And Shane had told me, Zach Wilde has been there. I said, oh, it's the guy from YouTube.
Says it all, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Shiner's like the kids see the YouTubers. Don't worry about the rock stars.
You know, it's the gear guy. I can't remember his name now, but I was always watching the gear.
Yeah. I was surprised myself, actually, because I'm usually a socially a dingus generally. But if I see someone who I've listened to for years or respect all that stuff, I'm just kind of like when me and Lloyd got off, it was like just Steve Harris has just stood there. I was like, right, just carried on, like just nothing. So I'm still waiting for that day, but I'm sure it will happen. I'll just be like, you know, I'm sure it will happen, but it hasn't happened yet. You know, it just like Shiner said, you know, they're just guys and girls or whatever, you know, who are just talented and are doing well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I've never been starstruck as such, and especially, I mean, you can't beat Ronnie's there for Dave Grohl, to be honest. So that is the biggest one. But no, my dad was always said that, Shine. You know, he said a line, but I won't say it now. Well, I might as well.
Yeah.
But basically, we all shit and piss is what he used to say. You know, it doesn't matter where you're from and stuff. We're all the same. So it is great to be. I guess that's what I was trying to say about Download. When you're rubbing shoulders with those people, we're doing something right. We're not in the same category because there are a couple of categories above us, but we're in the mix. And that's what any band wants to be. And I think that was the big difference with Download. You were looking around thinking, holy shit, you know, we're not lucky to be here. We've worked hard to be here, as Andy Coppin would say.
Yeah.
Wonderful feeling. And coming up on stage, and you know, we always say this when I allow the crowd to sing our first song, which is normally Who Did It, and hoping that everyone's going to sing it. And you guys were tenfold, unbelievable amount of volume. And that's when I relaxed the minute I heard the crowd singing back.
Yeah.
Great times.
Makes everything okay, doesn't it? It makes everything okay in those moments like that.
It really does, man. Absolutely.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, before we push on from that, which was equally as cool. So me, Shane, and Shiner were in catering, and we're having a burger, right? And we're fucking. I look up, and it's Dave Mustaine. Like, didn't even shrug. We were like, "All right, Dave."
All right, Dave.
Just eating a fucking burger, and the first thing I said to the boys was, fucking Winchurch, you'd be gutted now because like you wanted to meet Dave Mustaine. But it's the fact that we genuinely looked up on our table. He's just standing there with his fucking hoodie on. I was like, oh, all right, Dave. You know, it's fucking just Dave Mustaine. So yeah, it is weird how certain things you just look at them totally different. Like, do you know what I mean? But there was loads of moments like that. We were in the toilet when we were having a laugh. Shane doing a proper fucking sketch between us, and fucking the what's his name? I've just blanked. Sorry. The guitarist from Shinedown came in.
Zach.
No,
yeah, Zach.
Is it Jack?
Zach.
Sorry. You had to be there because we were like fooling around me and Greeno, like, but he walked straight in, didn't he? As we were doing it, it was like you could tell he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
we were either side of the cubicle, so we were shouting and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Zach walks in and he's all dressed up for the show. He's literally going on in like 10 minutes. And he's like walks in as if to say, like, what the fuck have I just walked into?
Yeah,
and
he's
like,
Welsh idiots, like,
all right.
Yeah. So, but that was, you know what I mean? That was all cool and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, man, fucking great
times,
question,
man.
B.
Good times.
Great question, B. There was someone just asked now about us doing our own tour. Are we likely to be touring the new album?
That's it. Bonnie Hutchinson, will you be doing a full tour when the album is released, please? Absolutely.
Yeah, hell yes. Hells yes. And it's going to be amazing.
But before then, we have this absolutely cracker, which is around the corner. We're looking forward to this as well. Chris and all the guys have been contacting us. They can't wait as well. Seeing all the community, the Stone Dead community as well, a buzz to have us there. It's a great bill. I know it's sold out, but please check on their website because there is, there are occasions at the moment where people are not turning up, but they're being very thoughtful and they're reselling them rather than it going to waste. So check on the Stone Dead website if you still want to come to this show on the 27th of August. And then we've got that one then as well, which is cracking. We're on the 16th, playing with Reef down in Lou in Cornwall. We haven't been down Cornwall for years since we played St. Austell.
I'm going to take my boat.
There we go.
Maybe a shorter journey home if you did.
And then after that, we're obviously, yet again, we were talking about Download. We got to meet the guys from Monster Truck. I think this is going to be a fucking naughty tour. It's going to be wicked, full of laughs. Yeah, that's literally, the tickets are flying out for this. I think you'll start to see updates on the socials for low tickets at certain venues as well. And I'm not doing a sales thing. I'm just kind of trying to, anybody who's half thinking it, just letting you know, like, you know. And then I'm pretty sure in the not so distant future, you'll be seeing Those Damn Crows headline brand new album.
Just sit tight, everyone. Just sit tight.
Not long.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
What cow was that, Dave?
I don't know. Was that Scottish? Was it?
I'm not
That
sure.
was one of those. That was one of those shaggy ones with the horns. And Aberdeen Angus. There we are. That's an Aberdeen Angus.
Absolutely. Was there any more? Any questions that I've missed, boys? Or
No, not
just
that
to check. I think we've covered.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll hand it over to Shiner, and if there's any more, Greenock can do it before we pump the brakes. Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, one-liner, Shiner.
There's bound to be new photos around after these 3 gigs, boys.
Of course there is.
I'm just going to say thank you to all the people who came last week.
Yeah.
And literally, that is it.
Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that because, it's fucking awesome. So,
Yeah, because otherwise we'd be playing to an empty room, wouldn't we?
yeah. And then the acoustics aren't so good then. It's just nice to have some flashy people there to absorb it all.
Yeah,
So,
on empty castle.
yeah.
No free beer, Dave.
You're right there. Thanks everyone for the free beer. If you didn't buy tickets to turn up, I wouldn't have been drinking IPAs at fucking 9:00 in the morning for free. So.
11:30, Dave. Correction, 11:30.
Thank you very much.
What time's bus call, boys?
I love it though, boys. Honestly, I swear on my life, I love it. It's like it's such good fun. The last few shows have been, and it reminds you why you're doing it. Like, you know, really reminds you why you're doing it because you have time off, don't you? And you're doing all the behind the scenes stuff, and then you just go and do and have this fun. And you're like, I could wait 4 years and then just do exactly what we just did, and I'd be like, oh fuck it, I'm so happy doing that, you know.
Yeah, man.
So which makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Should we call it?
Aye. Nearly 2 hours of talking bollocks. It's been all right, isn't it?
Just got finished to decompress.
Exactly.
Bet.
Crow family, this has been Crowcast, episode 94. Thank you so much for the love and support over the last few days on our headline shows. Hope you all have a fantastic week. We'll see you same time, same place next Tuesday, live at 9 on Crowcast, episode 95. Until then, Crow family, stay safe and look after each other. No star.
Who said rock and roll's dead?
Rock and roll.